And that's when I realized that having this experience, truly, initially, I thought I would feel alone, but in fact, I am so excited. I am so excited to go back because I gained 12 times more strength, 12 times more love, and 12 times more support because of the people that I've met.
The FYLPRO, Filipino Young Leaders Program, would never have been here had it not been for the vision of two people, Vicky Quisha and Ambassador Quisha back in 2012. And through that program, we started actually with the DFA and of course Ayala Foundation.
Pagsasakapangyarihan. Empowerment. FYLPRO has empowered me as a Filipino American in more ways than I ever imagined. I'm so thankful. Pagkakaibigan. Friendship. I've gained 12 amazing new friends, new barkada that I'm so grateful for. So maraming salamat, Batch 11. And then finally, pagmamahal. Love. It's very fitting that the immersion program started in Iloilo City, the city of love, because this program has been nothing short of love.
And I've always been jealous whenever my parents talk about their high school experiences growing up, because they always talk about having batchmates, having their own barkada, having their own community here that they could grow up with, that they could experience struggles and successes with. And I was so jealous because I was wondering, when am I ever going to have that if I only come here for 1 or 2 weeks? And I think why I'm so proud to have been part of this immersion program is because even in spite of only being here for 1 week with all of you, I felt like I've truly lived a lifetime with all of you. We've karaoke together, we've cried together, we've laughed together, we've changed outfits so many times. So many times.
The magic doesn't just happen in the immersion this week. The magic actually happens through the byproducts of what's happening here, right? This is just the beginning. So just know that.
I also want to say how honored I am to be with all of our families here and our loved ones. I think that it's really important to us to be with our families because we talk about the love that we all feel here in the Philippines, but we first feel that love truthfully from our families here. So thank you for showing us that love and inspiring us to always come back here and to give back to the Philippines, because giving back to the Philippines really means giving back to us.
Today we were all together and we were asked to make a speech. I cried, and I cried because someone sold me a scarf which turned out to be a table runner.
I was walking around and thankfully I was wearing sunglasses because the moment that I saw it, I just couldn't stop myself from crying. And we had only been together for 2 days. And I didn't want to see, or my batchmates see, this very tall Filipino crying. But what was so important to it was a picture of a seafarer with the phrase, "Papa is tired, but Papa will never give up. He must keep going."
Thank you for selecting me to be part of this year. I can't believe what a week we've had. I can't believe that this country, these Philippines, that I love the Philippines, but my love for the Philippines was like a long distance relationship.
We hope that the past 5 days have been a truly insightful and inspiring experience as you immersed yourselves in Filipino culture and history, while also familiarizing yourselves with the karaoke machine in your vehicle.
Always be, and I always tell them at the end of the day, don't think of yourselves only as Americans, don't think of yourselves only as Filipinos, but please think of yourselves as Filipino Americans, as important bridges between our two countries and our two peoples.
So warmth of home, I think as Filipino Americans, as has been brought up, we're often bridges. But sometimes it's hard for us to feel completely at home. That we're a little bit different when we're in the US and then a little bit different when we're here in the Philippines. And there's something special about being able to be that bridge. But sometimes it's hard to feel at home. So warmth of home, I think warmth of home even also among my batchmates. I have felt so loved and so at home and so just comfortable, I think, with all of you as well.
You know, these are people who have so much confidence in us, and I really want to highlight and center all of the people who made this experience possible. I'm sure there was so much countless hours and thankless work that really went into making this experience as enriching and rich and robust for all of us. And we would not be here without you. This program would not be here without all of your incredible effort.
Little did I know that after this trip, I'm forever changed. I always thought that opportunity meant looking forward, that you had to leave behind what you knew, the amount of courage that it takes to start a new life and to live your life, not for yourself, but for the generation after you. I owe a lot of it to my lolo. To have this program start in Iloilo is a true testament that maybe this was the right time for me to do this program.
It really instilled in me the culture, and also showed me the love of what Christian had spoken about. And I really see that deeply in the Filipino people here, which is what keeps me coming back.
To really start, I would like to quote the immortal words of Semi-Sonic. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And I mean that to say, we started off unknown strangers coming together, and it was a new beginning. We didn't know each other. We only knew bios, how impressive each one of us was, and the impact we've already made in the United States. But together and over the past year, I did not expect to meet and really connect with each one of you. I was impressed and I was intimidated. And when we were speaking our legacy projects to the Makati Business Club, I felt so much pride for each one of you as if I had known you for decades.
If I had to describe my experience this week, I say this week and it feels like it's been like a month. I don't know. It doesn't feel as if it's only been a week. I would say it's unexpected. And there's just a connection and a bond that you have because it's already there. And it was beautiful to feel as if I'm not alone in my journey and I'm not alone in what I want to do. I was inspired, and I believe that we're all creating our own little ripple effects by inspiring other people in our own circles.
But this particular experience is so special to me because we're not going to get this moment back, right?
And I just think that's really beautiful. And I'm really sad this is ending because I have to go back to reality.
It is a pretty sad moment to have something so special just end so quickly. Feels like we've known each other for a long time. I want to start off by thanking my guests. My mom has invited more people than our 2 people allocation.
If there's one thing that we always say after FYLPRO is that it makes us very proud to be Filipino. Listening to your Phil-Am stories, going through the entire immersion with you, and seeing how proud you are to be Filipino. For us who've never left and sometimes carry all the burden and the frustrations, it makes us realize that we are proud to be where we are and that we're happy to share that pride with you.
Because of this trip, I am even prouder to represent myself primarily as Filipino.